All right, hey everybody, welcome to episode 22 of MasterClass. I'm your host, Trevor Burnett, and I've brought along a couple of my friends here. Let me bring them into the room. First, we have my coworker, Lindsay Jensen, welcome, and Dinara Bakirova, who I met in Portugal last month. So that was kind of nice to be in Portugal. I mean, that was a great place to meet. So
Absolutely.
Why
yeah,
didn't I get to go? Rude.
it was an exclusive meeting, so sorry. No, we would have loved to have you there too. But yeah, we had a quick meetup for a small event. But yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you there, Dinara, and we got to have dinner. We got to hang out in beautiful Lisbon. So I wanted to make sure that I brought you on into this masterclass because you have such a great story with how you are running your partnership, and Lindsay is going to act as interviewer. So I'm going to jump out of here just so we don't have too many faces nodding while you're talking and let you guys take over. So Lindsay, go right ahead.
Thanks, Trevor. Hi, everyone. I'm Lindsay Jensen, Senior Director of Partner Strategy and Growth here at Impartner. And Dinara and I met on a yacht in Miami, so we still have a cool story too. It's my role here to kind of help our current clients be successful mapping technology to their business goals and objectives. Dinara, do you want to introduce yourself as well?
Hello, everyone, and thank you for introduction, Trevor and Lindsay. It's absolutely fantastic. All these beautiful places I visited, Miami and Portugal, and met you guys in person. It always helps a lot. So my name is Dinara. I head up the global channel operations here at Lookout. Lookout is a data-centric security company. We are based out of Boston. This is where our headquarters are, and I'm based out of the UK. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be part of your masterclass today and also talk about training and enablement. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic topic to talk to.
I'm excited to talk to you because I know you have done some different things than what we see as the norm. And so I'm really, really excited to connect on this and obviously share it with our audience. So maybe we could start off by you telling me what your unique approach has been to training your partners and some of the factors in which you know why you did it this way and kind of what the outcome has been.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I like, Lindsay, that you use the word unique because at Lookout, we truly believe that we have a unique approach, whether we wanted it to be unique or not. Time will tell as well. But what we've seen already and the positive outcome and the feedback from partners has been absolutely fantastic. So partner enablement is such a critical and important part of our partner and channel strategy, obviously. Actually, we have two partner enablement programs per se. So traditionally or historically, I would say, we started the partner enablement training program for our channel reseller partners. And then with the launch of the MSP program, the refreshed MSP new program last year, we kind of built a new partner enablement because the MSP business requires a different set of skills, a different approach to customers. They provide the first level of support. So that was very important.
Definitely. Can you elaborate on the kind of the differences in the training modules? I know you mentioned MSSPs or MSPs and you're relaunching that program. Tell me a little bit about the differences and the success of those.
Yes, of course. So for our reseller training program, we built our training modules on the dedicated LMS platform, right? So we had a different sets of passwords for that LMS. We had different passwords for the Partner Hub before we had Impartner. And obviously the approach was very disjointed and the journey itself was very disjointed, as you can appreciate. with an MSP program, we didn't really have a lot of time to launch it because that was the initiative, strategic initiative from our corporate, from our CEO and from our VP channel. We wanted to wanted to launch.
We never get a say in the timelines, right? It's like, do it now, do it with less. Yeah. So understandable. We're all in that space.
Exactly. We're all pressured for time. And that's why I call it unique, because we said, okay, we launched the Partner Hub on Impartner. They're not LMS, dedicated LMS system, right? But they offer LMS modules. What is it about? How does it work? So we obviously had a demo of it, and what we saw impressed us a lot, and it gave us autonomy to build this training module, training sessions and trainings ourselves with our in-house resources, and it was quite unique.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Unique, easy to use. Tell me about the partner experience and how that improved there.
Oh, so first of all, as a result of it, obviously, we built, so we call it Partner Hub, but in a way, the segmentation you guys have, with your technology allowed us to build an MSP Partner Hub. So it's just one system, but obviously when an MSP comes in, they see a different view and different sets of trainings. And as a result of building this seamless learning journey, they had everything in one place. And upon completing these trainings, they also were able to download the certificate in no time, a co-branded certificate, which took us months sometime to issue in the past.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and they want those, right? They all want that certificate, that badging to show their certification levels and where they're at. So that's really nice. So did you completely eliminate your LMS?
Not just yet. We're still keeping the LMS for the resellers. But what happened is our resellers come into the Partner Hub, again, the reseller view, right, a different angle of the Partner Hub, and then they still go there. But the MSP training modules, the native modules of Impartner, which we use, were so was great success that now we started rolling it out to our carriers and other partner types. So not only for MSPs, because the trainings were short, they were succinct, they were right to the point. We showed the demo. I mean, the whole engagement level started to increase overall.
I love hearing that. And I assume that the reduction in licenses was a cost savings to you in ways.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. So if you look at LMS traditionally, so the way they charge licenses, they charge it per user, while at Impartner, we inherited, or we got this training modules as a bonus in a way. So we pay per account type, per button type. So for example, we have an account, some of our accounts have up to 500, 600 users associated with account. Of course, they don't necessarily need to complete trainings for 500 users, but hey, they have this flexibility and scalability, and that's what they appreciate.
I love that. Tell me a little bit more about you mentioned when the MSPs log in, they have a different experience. How are you directing them to the training to kind of help them ensure that they're successful?
Yeah, so it all starts from the first impression. First impression matters. Once we've onboarded an MSP, that's where the fun begins. And the second step of our let's say advice or prescribed step or a journey builder, because we have a journey builder as well. We use functionality called journey builder, where we outline all the necessary steps that will help them to ramp up and scale their business as soon as, So as soon as they log in there, so they have a dedicated section with an MSP certificates. And once, as I said, they've completed it and downloaded, they can actually reshare it via social media. This is something which is quite good. So right out of the Partner Hub. And another thing we've built as well, and I know it's quite bespoke and customized, but it's something we didn't have in the past, is an overall view of all certificates. So as a, let's say, an admin of that partner account, you're able to see who has passed it, who hasn't. And if a person, or let's say some users have left that company, or there are new users, we have a no-touch approach. So partners are able to add their users themselves. It's a self-service partner hub. And then because licenses are given per account and not per users, we don't even have to have any, we don't have any additional administrative cost or resources to spend on the partner hub. It all runs quite smoothly.
Isn't that beautiful? Automation, right? Especially when we're running with these really lean teams, and we're always do more. It's so great to know that you can automate so much of it and really put the power in your partner's hands to kind of manage and maintain their relationship with you as well. Okay, so I know you said that, it came from above, the timeline, right, to execute on this MSP program. And now that you've done that, talk to me about your success. Tell me, did you have metrics or KPIs that you had created? What were they? How did you measure against those? Why did you pick those? Lots of questions, but start where you want.
I know, yes. So I would just start by saying that a lot of companies and a lot of vendors would like to launch the MSP program, but not a lot of them are ready to launch it. So we, even though, let's say, we were pressured, internally maybe for some timelines, because we wanted to tap into the success of the MSP world, we wanted to ramp up our efforts and go and grab these fantastic opportunities that MSPs can offer to us, or we offer to them. But we also had a lot of teams working internally to make it a success, right? As I say, for the beautiful music to flow, you have to have an orchestra, and everyone has a good orchestra, and everyone has to play a good part in it. So you just touched upon, like what kind of KPIs we had in place. So obviously for us, it was important to shorten the time from the moment we onboard a partner to the moment they get enabled and they're ready to place the first order, right? So this has decreased fantastically. And again, thanks to automation, thanks to everything being available, thanks to this overall partner experience.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's goal is to shorten that path to profitability, right?
Yeah.
We want to recruit partners quickly, onboard them, enable them, educate them so that they can start closing business as quickly as possible. Do you feel like this has helped you in shortening that timeline?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we do work, I would say we do live in the economy of attention, right? You have to grab this attention of an MSP. MSPs on average have up to 7 vendors to choose from, right? Or they already have it in the partner tag. Now imagine they have to if the processes don't work according to their business, right? Think about MSP as a customer. This is at least how we treat them. Then we can lose them, right? So we need to be so on top. We need to understand what they're looking for. What is this white space? How to increase their revenue, share? How do we provide such a good tools, good pricing, good billing, good ordering systems, so many metrics. And I mean, we have it's been now over a year this program has been running, and it's so satisfying to hear this positive feedback from our MSPs, and it's just the beginning. I mean, last month we launched a great collaboration with Specs 8 distributor, MSP distributor globally, and that's a story in itself.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I love hearing all of this. Tell me a little bit more about your key performance indicators and your success with those. I want to understand, because a lot of people are out there, trying to deliver a program and they're not sure what deems success, right?
Yeah.
How do they know they're being successful or not? And how do they measure?
Yeah, I mean, look, Lindsay, I have to be honest with you. I'm not saying we have it all right in terms of KPIs, right? So we have a must-have KPIs that are absolutely essential. This is our baseline. And then we have KPIs that we would like to measure in the very near future, right? But if you talk about, again, we touched upon the revenue KPIs, right? To shorten the time to order, first time to order. Then if you look about
Wait, on that one, tell me, what is it today for you and what are you trying to get to? And has this impacted it a significant amount?
Again, to be specific, I can give you an example. For example, with the tools we had in the past, or the lack of it, or the lack of partner experience, what we had and we had running, sometimes it took us sometimes it depends again, up to 90 days, to enable a partner and to see that order coming through. With all the automation in place we have, and not only our automation, but also the automation on behalf of our very strategic partnerships we've been building. For example, again, I can mention some Paxate, this success story we have, TD Synnex, Ingram Micro, all the distributors, their partner tag also plays a part in it. So we were quite agnostic, as I said, to our market changes and all the systems in place. And this is what mattered. This is what shortened our time to cash.
Yeah. No, I love that, because I think that gives people a real understanding of, we were seeing 90 days and this is shortened to, significantly less, 45 days or something, right? So people have a target or, a starting point to understand. And obviously it all varies based on the type of program and the content and the products, right? But I love hearing this because it really, truly helps. Are there other KPIs that you feel like were important through this process that you would want to share?
Yes, absolutely. So we recently, and this is like kind of our processes in place. Every year we send out a survey to our partners. We gauge their feedback to say, hey, how we're doing, what have we done well, what do we need to improve, and this partner satisfaction KPI is one of the most important things for us, and we had 98%, and we have achieved 98% of partner satisfactions on the systems we launched for them, on the product offering we launched, on the pricing. Obviously, there are some very valuable feedback that they gave us and we received in order to improve the program further. But this is these early indicators, as I say, 12 months. It's not a long time, and to be able to demonstrate this, with tangible results, it's quite impressive. And I believe that's why you also, I'm also part of your show today, MasterClass, to share this, and I appreciate it. So partner satisfaction, if we talk about the trainings, its completion rate, that was very important to us, how quickly they complete the trainings. In the past, again, if we like to compare, because this is what gives us a good indicator to say what we did and where we are today. In the past, I don't know how to describe this partner users who just sometimes, the data would show me that they'd start the training, and somewhere in the middle of these prescribed trainings, we've lost them because they were sitting there. This is something we do not have with MSP training program, because our trainings have shortened. They're more right to the point. They're all based on the persona. If it's a technical, a sales training, and support training, they get it all. So our completion rates has been overwhelming, and so it's good. And obviously partner performance overall.
Okay, you touched on several things. First, that's amazing that you've
Thank
shortened
you.
it and you don't have partners dropping off in the middle, right? I think most people experience that and are unsure why or how to fix or improve. And it sounds like you feel like shortening the trainings has really helped them to say, okay, I can do another one, and get through all of it instead of spending a certain amount of time and then dropping off and never coming back. So I love hearing that. You also talk about the insight into that. Tell me more about what data you've seen. I mean, you're seeing the path to profitability shorten. You're seeing partners actually finish and execute on the training in its whole, which of course is very, very successful. Are there other data-driven insights that you've seen that you could share?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what you can't measure, you can't progress, right? So we attach these KPIs not only to the online initiatives or digital initiatives, I would say, but also offline initiatives. It's a brand recognition, it's field marketing events, which our marketing folks are doing. It's all this data which we accumulate in terms of getting leads from those events. So all the touch points with our brand, online and offline, help us to say with 100% certainty that we are going in the right direction. But just to give you a bit of a flavor, and it's quite interesting, how we like in the corporate world to prescribe KPIs, and we're very much looking just at them, or not outside, but we need the Tableau reports to show us why it's not performing, what are the trends showing. So when you look again, I'm kind of bringing us back to these trainings because it's a fascinating topic, and that's why we're here today. What I've noticed, we have like a prescribed set of trainings per tier. For example, if we talk about our channel reseller program or just for MSPs, what I've noticed, because we have this flexibility of one partner having up to 500 users sometimes, or 300 users associated, we see more people taking trainings than necessary. They just want to learn about the Lookout product or solution. They want to they go and do a demo, so there are some set of prescribed trainings, and there are some nice to have trainings, like just exposing them to the Lookout history, how it all started. And this is quite good for us because we're improving our brand recognition across.
I love that. I mean, how interesting to know that your partners aren't doing the bare minimum, that they really want to engage with you and learn more about who you are as a company. To me, that's generating loyalty with your partners, and I think that's beautiful. On that same kind of topic, you mentioned that you survey your partners once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming that you're surveying somewhat on the training. Have you already surveyed since you launched this training, and have your partners given you any feedback?
Not specifically for the MSP training program, but what tells me that we are doing the right thing and that it's doing so well is, first of all, our MSPs are telling us the data is showing that they're going and completing it. We no longer have anyone sitting in limbo, starting, finishing, dropping out. There is no dropping out rates, for example. So this is a good thing. And another thing I want to say, which I've mentioned earlier already, is that because it was such a success, we started some internal teams are reaching out to me saying, hey, can we open this training to our carriers? Can we open it to other types of partners? And hey, we might open this even to resellers and start calling it reseller training or just partner enablement training, because what the difference, as I mentioned, is the MSPs provide the first line support to customers, while resellers do not do this, right? So just for MSPs, it's very much the story is the same, the narrative is the same, is educating them on the upcoming threats, threat intel, which we offer, some very common use cases on how to mitigate the risk and protect your customer data. And then in addition to this, obviously we have something more, I would say, maybe technical, or how to, for MSPs to how to manage the customers and troubleshoot if necessary.
I love that. I love that internal teams are seeing your success and reaching out. I love that the partners are engaging so much. My last question for you is, it's more of a personal question, so I hope it's okay. But I want to know, how has this impacted you internally at Lookout?
Yes, it's a great story. Well, I think, you know, I think I would like to think that by joining Lookout, I've raised the profile of the importance of partner experience. I talk, people who work with me, colleagues who work with me, they know that I talk a lot about partner experience, but also because it's so important. You know, if we talk about our fantastic Lookout security platform, right, and the customers appreciate it, partners appreciate it. Yes. So as a result, you know, we want to make sure the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. You know, it's not just a good product. We also have fantastic suppliers. We have fantastic partner hub and so many more. So yeah. So it's good. And one more thing I wanted to say, I know it was the last question, but you know, I just come across a very interesting post a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure you may have seen it because there were lots of comments in there. So the post was saying, oh, partner portals are dead. Partners don't go there. If it wasn't for the deal reg, no one would even go to the partner hub. Hey, I just want to say, MSPs don't need to register deal registrations, yet they love coming to our partner hub. And that will be my closing line.
Dinara, that is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, because you're right. We hear that all the time. And it's great to see that your partners are so engaged with you. And I'm sure you have contributed immensely to the Lookout team and the overall success of the organization. So thank you so much for coming on today and talking with me.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Dinara. And also, I heard portals are dead, so I got summoned like Beetlejuice. You say portals are dead, and I'm here to tell you you're wrong. So, yeah, I appreciate that comment. I did see that article too, and had a good chuckle because, yes, we're far from that. But yeah, appreciate all your insights, Dinara, and thank you, Lindsay, for also all your contributions and being a great interviewer on this.
I aspire to be the
that's right.
I told you.
All right. Well, we'll let everybody go, but hopefully everybody's enjoyed the content here, whether you're watching it live or on recording. And our comments seem to be broken, so sorry about that. If you had a question, just reach out directly to Lindsay or Dinara on LinkedIn, and they'll happily answer. All right. Until next time, guys.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.